Why, hello there, everyone. How's it going? It's really early on Saturday morning. There will be a lot of different sports going on Saturday. We're going to talk about Friday's results because I just got back from an ice hockey game, old man beer league ice hockey game. I actually played better than I did couple weeks ago. I'm happier. I didn't feel as old and as out of shape as I did a couple weeks ago. Even though we had 2 assists tonight, but we lost 6-4. Even though it was a better game. We played like a team, so it felt good today. Doing a lot of different things today. We can talk about NBA as NBA is finishing up. We'll see if the Pistons beat the Lakers or not. Reasonable day with the Jazz winning a game as an underdog and some winners up top. Interesting to see the Bulls lose to the Magic. That's kind of odd. Both the odds makers and the algorithm wrong on that one. But NBA is okay. NBA is okay. Hockey was a really quick day of just one game. And we'll show what that game is eventually. Get out of there and show what the hot. Can I not show the games? There you go. So the hockey game was only one game lost by LA 4-1. So not much going on there. There'll be a lot of hockey tomorrow, which we'll update. No football tomorrow, at least no NFL tomorrow. And then we have college basketball here. So with college basketball, a lot of things going on. One game finishing up, and that one game is got 2.5 minutes left, and USC is winning that game. And I've kind of put a sample score. Now I will put a sample score in here of 75-68 that USC is winning right now. Just to get a full look at the day, even though that game is not over yet. So you're seeing 38-28 up here. If you can see that behind my head, I'm not sure if the screen moves or not. So 36-30 on the spread. Okay, but what did we win? What order are these things in? And so I have it sorted descending by money line with our biggest underdogs on top, so that, if this thing's really incredible and it picks off crazy underdogs all the time, you should be able to just bet these crazy teams down the line, both on the money line and on the spread, and be profitable going down. That's if the algorithm's working great, then all its underdogs win, right? And it beats every single odds maker, whatever. So here's what we have here. We have Southern Utah keeping this a reasonably close game. I think they only lost by 6. So they easily cover. That's good. Cal Poly, no. Cal Poly gets destroyed by Stanford. So this is a big hard miss. So one's pretty good. Next is a big hard miss. Next is great with Southern Mississippi hitting a plus 700 and beating Liberty. 4% margin, but algorithm said yes. Way to go. So good for them. Morehead State loses to Vanderbilt. Didn't matter that Vanderbilt was slightly injured. Did not matter. They lose by 33 points. Grambling destroyed by Grand Canyon. Not even close. Bucknell covers against Georgia. High Point. That's not right. High Point did not beat UNLV. Oh, that's right. This score is wrong. Let's fix that. High Point versus Nevada, Las Vegas.
Yesterday, High Point played Nevada, Las Vegas. The final score was 78-68 Nevada, Las Vegas.
And Clemson college basketball score.
The final score was 76-66 Clemson.
Yeah, so there were some typos there. Let's see if that continued, by the way. So here you have teams covering in Bucknell, High Point, Belmar. What about Arkansas Pine Bluff versus Cleveland State score?
They lost 67-58 yesterday against Cleveland State.
Okay, so that looks like it's working now. So it looks like I screwed up 2 game scores. I do like putting the scores in the actual Google sheet and having the automatic win or loss be calculated. That's what it's doing, and seeing if it covers the spread. That works out pretty good, actually. So anyway, taking a look at our underdogs, though, a lot of these are covering. If you're winning 2 and losing 1, you are winning money. Here's a string of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 covers in a row. Miss 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, another 6 in a row. That's good. If you're doing strings of 6s, you have a chance of going 5-1 or 6-0, picking off these teams, just betting the spread. And straight bets would be a clear winner. If that's what you people are doing, or taking straight bets on my team's top down, and they're doing this on days, good for you. what else happened? We had the Central Florida beating Oklahoma State. This is a huge one. They came back to win. I actually did make one bet on this game today. I took them plus 9.5 points, easiest money ever. Right, I had them plus 9.5 in the start of the second half. There's one for the algorithm. Eastern Kentucky beats Georgia State plus 172. Georgia Southern loses, but Southern wins against University of California. Tarleton State plus 168 wins. Illinois plus 145 against UCLA wins. Fairleigh Dickinson does not win. That was the pick of the day. I bet them as well, and they blew it late. Of course, they cover apparently, but they don't win. That one sucked because they needed that one. Denver beats Idaho State. And then you start getting into wish-washy where you get a lot of mixed bag where these games and margins are kind of close. But our underdogs going down the line, I mean, all of our underdogs get down to about here. We could say right about here. So that's 1-3, 1-4, 4-4, 4-5, 6-5. Ooh, look at all these losses. 6-11, 7-11, 7-13. So all our underdogs go 7-13, but you hit a 7-1 shot. So you got a 7-1 shot at 2-1, almost 2. I mean, so you win money going 7-13 betting straight bets because you hit a 7-1 shot. So it's like subtract 7 losses off of, that's what just happened with that. And hitting the spread works out. So this is actually a fairly okay day. We're going to sort by margin real quick because I just want to take a look at that as well. And so interesting. So something's clearly up with the new stats. Like North Alabama was a big favorite, but they're on the road, and both of these road teams lose here. And the odds makers didn't have them as huge, bad, terrible lines. So the algorithm's overestimating these teams. And that could be because the number of games played. 3-4 and 2-3. Yeah, there's some off in comparison of games, and that might have a little something to do with it, even though we're doing per game statistics and not overall for the most part. But we are doing the overall for a little bit, actually. So anyway, I mean, not that bad of a day. Drake beats Buffalo, but doesn't cover 12. Wait a minute, something's wrong here. Oh yeah, I screwed up the Buffalo score and doubled the record, and it screwed it up. I noticed that. And they doubles. When we accidentally put the game in twice into the algorithm, it will add up the health and give them like 200% health, and it'll double the projected scores. And it did that, and I had to change that. You can see the scores are green, but I cut them in half when I realized that happened. So if you ever see 200% health, that means I screwed something up and put the game in twice and didn't realize it when I brought it into the Google sheet. So, all right. I mean, like, not bad. Not bad once again. I mean, I would imagine people probably won money here. If you're betting the spread, you're doing really well with the underdogs. Anything where you could have gotten like 4 points or more right on here? All these games. 8, 10-4. I mean, it's pretty good. And he hit the 7-1 shot. And these reasons, how did our home teams do? Let's take a look at just our home teams. It's not going to give us the proper subtotal, but it is going to show them. And home teams by money line were bad. So Fairleigh Dickinson, McNeasy, me sneezy. I'm going to be sneezy in a second. That's right. They come in twos, but they're fine. Okay. McSneezy loses. And Western Carolina beats them. Wagner, Fairfield, UMBC wins at -19. And then our home teams start to win here where they're all favorites. Here's the string where you get them all right. So if we're going to sort by margin, like you'd be like, if you're doing that parlay at the top, be like, how many did you get right? Actually, you only get 5 right. And then you lose Wagner and you lose App State. So not a super great day. I don't know about the other thing is the neutral site games. And I guess we could do that by unclicking home and away. Let's see what all the neutral site tournament games did. Select all, home, away, there. So all our neutral site games, very choppy, which seems reasonable. I mean, we're actually our underdogs won. So tournaments, you might want to play those underdogs in the tournaments. I mean, look at what? Wyoming lose at minus 900? Did that happen? Utah Valley loses to Morgan State. Really? We check that. Wyoming versus Howard.
The final score was 78 to 71 Wyoming.
Wait a minute. Oh, really? I did do it wrong. See, it's tough. I was doing this on the phone, on my phone. Yeah. Let's double check this stuff. Did Utah Valley lose to Morgan State? I'm sorry, my scores are bad, guys. You got to tell me. Utah Valley versus Morgan State.
Yesterday, Utah Valley played Morgan State. The final score was 73 to 72 Morgan State.
No, Morgan State won that game. And Furman lost to Old Dominion. I believe that's true as well. So, all right. So it's 37-29, still 36 and 30. Even when I just fixed that game. Interesting. All right, guys, a lot going on. I'll probably be back tomorrow. Somebody will pay me for algorithm work. I will do it. I obviously have to do it anyway for people who already paid. But if you want to get videos up and share with everybody else, just purchase the bundle for $100, or there are ways to contact me and purchase one algorithm at a time for less if that's what you want. All right. Good luck, everybody. I hope your picks won. Let's check the final NBA game. Detroit Pistons versus Los Angeles Lakers.
The Pistons lost 128 to 121 yesterday against the Lakers.
And that is a loss. So it's 7-4 day. All right. Good luck, everyone. May all your picks be winning tomorrow on Saturday.